my definition of anxiety is fear of failure, fear of loss of control, or you're aware that you're losing control, some sense of danger. So fear of failure, loss of control, some sense of danger. And when you look at that, these are all forms of little deaths. So anxiety is like looking at deaths. The death of a relationship, death of a job, the death of my car. Say what? Did somebody say something? Okay. Maybe I'm hearing from the other room. So that's one way to look at anxiety, is that yes, it's fear, loss of control, dangers, and when it gets out of hand is when you want to ask yourself, is something really dying? I mean, am I going to die if I have a flat tire and miss speaking at Paleo FX? What's all this anxiety about? So you have a flat tire and you can't get where you need to go. We have the ability to use our rational mind to look at this and say, wait a minute, I'm fearing loss of control, a danger, a little death, but am I actually going to die because there's not enough food for the party? All right, so it's also fear of success. Many of us have fear of success, and we get very, weird. So when we look at the nervous system, we have the go-go nervous system and the slow nervous system. Sympathetics and the parasympathetics. And they're designed like the four wheels on a car to be equal. That we have the same amount of gas and the same amount of brakes. Same amount of gas, same amount of brakes. Because we evolved to be mostly, like 99% of the time, what? Brakes. We hunt, we sleep, we gnat, we skin, we have to climb, we have to swim, we have a baby, we talk, we laugh, we gather food. But how much percentage of our time are we fighting and flighting? And that's how we evolved, though the estimates are 1% to 99%. And that's what your nervous system expects. Well, what does your life look like now? The alarm, the kids, the power failure, the traffic, endless fight, flights, dangers, little deaths possible. Okay? That's just how I look at it. So that's our nervous system. It's not designed to handle this. So what happens? We're on the gas all the time. And what's happened to our brakes? They're burnt out. Okay? We have bad brakes. That's anxiety. Because you can put your rational mind to work and help you understand why you're feeling, what you're going to do about it, et cetera, but the body is still over here in full cruise control. All right, so we need to handle that too. All right, does that make sense so far? Yeah? Okay. So when we're in this go-go, what else is going up, of course, is cortisol. So that's when we get into the high cortisol, and eventually it burns out too, and we get no cortisol, and I've been there. I've actually had an adrenal saliva profile that was completely flatline. 1, 1, 1, 1. And it's supposed to be something like 13, 8, 7, and 4. All right, so I know what adrenal failure looks like. I'm now back in adrenal overdrive. Too much going on. So GABA is the neurotransmitter that you want to know about. So GABA and serotonin are the inhibitory braking neurotransmitters. You've heard of serotonin. I think it's more depression. GABA is more anxiety to me. Okay? So GABA is what you want to get to know. I have several blog posts and several podcasts on GABA on my Primal Diet Modern Health, my website on diet and health. I know a lot about GABA. Ooh, sorry, it's popping. So Passion flower is a wonderful herb. I recommend everybody have passion flower. We sell a really good one in my online store. We like the liquid ones so that you can say, this is a 10 drop time, this is a 20 drop time, oh, this is a 60 drop time. I got a flat tire in rush hour and the kids are standing in the rain. Woo! I need 60 drops. Okay? So I like the liquid passion flower. You can self-dose it, and it's okay for the kids too. The older ones can also learn to manage. Mom, I need 15 drops right now. California poppy is also another excellent herb you can play with. And again, I like the liquid, so you can learn to kind of play with that. These will not hurt you. If you drink the whole bottle, you're going to sleep. But you're not going to die. So they're good herbs. The amino acid theanine is worth a try. It's an amino acid. You must take it away from food. And the amino acid GABA, but do not buy straight GABA. It has to be phenylated. It's going to have that word phenyl in its long chemical name on the label. If it just says GABA, it's no good. Phenylated GABA. Also between meals. And use whatever you want. A little weed, a little hemp extract. When you're crazy, you got to do what you got to do. Okay? But keep your rational mind. But you don't want to burn out, right? So kick your rational mind in. Do some things we're going to talk about more. Take your drops. Blah, 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 blah. And if you need a little whatever, take a little whatever. I personally recommend everybody have a little lorazepam in the house. The smallest dose, cut it in half, and cut that in half. And it'll mellow you out. If you're having an anxiety urge, much less an anxiety attack, it's good to know that's there. You may never use it, but it's good to know it's there. I know, it's sinful, right? She just told us to take drugs. So anxiety is irrational. It's fear, it's worry. It's just the opposite of fun and happy and safe. But you know what the whole purpose of life is? In my opinion, studying with all these spiritual teachers, trying to figure out why I'm so crazy and messed up. Purpose of life is to have fun and be happy. Purpose of life is not to run a company or be rich. Purpose of life is to have a happiness. And it's the classic street sweeper, whatever. It's like I'm a mentor to quite a few people, and I've been practiced so long in the podcasts, and people write me, and I say, look, go to Costa Rica, live in a hammock, sell coconuts. Are you happy? Yeah. Great. You're in the right place. You're living on $150 a month? You are a total success. I just had to throw that in there. That the reason why we super drive ourselves into near oblivion is this fear of that we're not going to succeed. And where did that fear come from? Where did that fear come from, that drive? It's cultural in general, but it's also your parents and your teachers and your coaches. Push, do it. And I'm like, no, just say no. I'm the not do it girl because I've paid the consequences. I've been through the just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it for 20 years. And then, okay, now I'm spending the next 40 undoing that. Okay? That's the advantage of being the oldest person in the building. So I can tell you from experience. All right, now sometimes it is a correct intuition. You're freaking out about this job offer. Maybe you better take a look. Could be fear of success, could be fear of failure. Could also be, this is a lousy job offer. This is bad. I am genuinely freaked out about this. So sometimes it's your intuition. So honor that and take a look with your rational mind. Talk to someone. Write it down. Pros, cons, don't know, who should I ask? Okay? So there's 3 states in time. The present, the past. You know, if I move this microphone just a little bit away from my mouth, wouldn't it be more from my lips? Wouldn't it be less popping? I can't see it. I want them to hear me. I just feel like I'm a little cannon up here exploding. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. I'm a perfectionist. You see, that's how I get crazy. That's like a little death. Oh, they're going to remember is the popping. Okay? So we have the present. We have the past. We have the future. When you're in your anxious mind, where are you? You're not in the present. You know what's in the present? Sex, laughing, telling a funny story, you know, getting your posture ready to do a squat. You're not doing a squat because you know what that's going to happen, all right? So any tool you have to get yourself here, again, here, again, here, again, here. That's how you control anxiety. You've got to always remember, oh, I'm in the future. What if? I'm in the past. No. Right now. I have a decision right now. Yeah, but then what if? No, wait. Right now. Yeah, but then when I did it that way before. No. Right now. Okay? So, accepting what's so. This is a bad situation. This could go this way or that. I need to work on this. That's still the present. What's the worst that can happen? That's a great question to ask. When you are freaking out about something, just even a little bit, you're spinning about this, just stop. Okay, what's the worst that could happen if I have a flat tire right now? And you'd be surprised, usually, the answer. Sometimes you have to trail it. And you finally get to a point, you're like, you know, I could live with that. If that's the worst that could happen, if I have a flat tire right now, or that I have a flat tire right now, and always wondering, whose voice is that? What program is that just got triggered? You'd be perfectly fine 1 minute, and your heart is pounding the next. What just changed? What did you just think? What did you just see? What did you just hear? What was that last email? Something was a trigger. A big one for me is, it's not my fault. The sign fell down. Okay, so that's a big trigger for me. And sometimes it'll take me hours to figure out, oh, that's right. It's not my fault. That's an old pattern for me. It's easily triggered. Correct exercise is one way out of this. But exercise that looks like fight or flight is not going to help. Okay? When you work out, you want to keep yourself in a state of happiness. Do you see what I'm saying? Literally, tattoo it on your arm. Smile when squatting. When you smile, physiologically, things happen in the body. When I smile, some of you immediately smile back. It's so ingrained. When you work out, when you have something, I am late. I need to boogie. Sing happy songs while you're driving. It sounds really stupid, but it's true. Keep yourself happy and don't fight or flight in your exercise. It's too much. And I'm sorry, I have another beef, and that is fasting. If you're a person dealing with anxiety, the last thing you want is to be hungry. Okay? You need to eat like a little pig. correctly, but eat piggy. Okay, eat 4 or 5 times a day, whatever you need to do. I do not think fasting is appropriate, intermittent or otherwise, if you're dealing with some anxiety. Okay, maybe you're fine, and now this week you're just a cuckoo person, so that's fine. You can do whatever, but not this week. But if this is going on for a year, 5 years, 20 years, this is not the time to be experimenting with fasting to make you feel better. It won't make you feel better. Hunger is a danger. It's a death, right? It's a little danger. Okay? Mathematics and counting are in the future, in the past. Mathematics and counting are present. So when you're lying in bed and you can't sleep, or you're driving and you're, or you're getting ready to yell at somebody, the old stop and count 1 to 10, it's true. So one of my sleep things when I'm anxious and counting, or in my head, is counting backwards from 1,000 by sevens. You can't be, Daddy said, or blah, blah. You can't be anywhere, but, and then sure enough, you're off with the sign fell down. No, back to 922. It doesn't matter if it's right. Just pick a number. It's not about being right. Okay? Counting helps. Just pick a number. 2, 4, 16, 32, 64, 128. Just keep doing that, and you will calm down. Get an earthing mat for your computer, an earthing mat for your bed. This will really help you. And get out of Wi-Fi fields. They make sensitive people anxious. I don't have a cell phone. I don't have Wi-Fi in my home or my office building. So be aware that Wi-Fi makes people crazy. Test your cortisol to find out if you do have high cortisol. And if you do, get to work and handle it. Okay, please listen to my podcast, Primal Diet, Modern Health, my DVD. There's lots of blog posts and podcasts on anxiety.